The arena lights blaze, and the crowd roars in anticipation. On one side stands Berto, America's proud warrior, known for his explosive speed and knockout power. Once hailed as the next great welterweight, Berto carries not just the pressure of winning, but the burden of redemption. Across from him, Jesus Soto Karass of Mexico, a relentless fighter with iron willpower and granite toughness. He's not here for fame. He's here to break Berto. From the opening bell, the tension is palpable. Berto bounces lightly, firing sharp jabs, trying to establish control. His speed is undeniable, his punches snapping like thunderclaps. But Karass doesn't flinch. He walks forward, taking shots, giving them back with unyielding determination. Every time Berto lands a clean blow, Karass answers with two of his own, his eyes fixed with the cold stare of a man who refuses to bow. The suspense builds. Is this going to be another Berto showcase, or has he finally met the immovable object? Someone who won't go away no matter how hard he hits. The crowd senses the storm brewing. Both men are here for war, and neither plans on leaving quietly. The fight quickly escalates. Berto unleashes blistering combinations, his fists flying with precision and venom. The audience roars with every punch that lands. For a moment, it feels like he might overwhelm Karass with sheer speed, but then something shocking happens. Karass absorbs it all. He doesn't back up, he doesn't slow down. Instead, he presses harder, cutting off the ring, forcing Berto into dangerous exchanges. Berto begins to realize this won't be easy. Karass is not here to survive. He's here to drag Berto into the trenches. Every exchange grows heavier, every punch more punishing. Karass begins digging into the body, his hooks thudding into Berto. By the middle rounds, the fight is a battlefield. Sweat and blood mix under the lights as both men trade savage blows. Berto tries to stay sharp, landing clean counters, but Karass's pressure is relentless. Every second, he inches forward, throwing punches from every angle, turning the ring into a furnace. The audience gasps as Karass lands a crushing uppercut that staggers Berto. For a moment, the American's legs wobble. The crowd roars. Is the upset unfolding before their eyes? But then, with sheer grit, Berto fights back. He rallies with a vigor. As the fight deepens, exhaustion begins to creep in. Berto's explosive speed slows, his punches not carrying the same snap. Karass senses it. Like a predator smelling blood, he pushes harder, hammering Berto with body shots, wearing him down with relentless pressure. The crowd feels it. Berto is in trouble. He tries to rally, digging deep, unleashing flurries, but his opponent won't stop coming. Karass's chin is granite, his will unbreakable. The suspense builds to a fever pitch. Can Berto find the miracle punch to turn the tide, or is he running out of time? The arena shakes with anticipation. Both men dig deeper, throwing everything they have. The sound of gloves crashing. The climax arrives. In the later rounds, Karass, the relentless machine, breaks through. He hammers Berto with a savage combination that sends shockwaves through the arena. Berto tries to fire back, but his body betrays him, slowing, breaking under the relentless assault. Then, the moment, a crushing right hand detonates on Berto's chin. Time seems to freeze. The crowd erupts as the dust settled and the echoes of the knockout still thundered inside the arena. Silence gripped the crowd before erupting into chaos. Fans were stunned. not just by the brutal ending, but by the story they had witnessed unfold. Andre Berto, once hailed as America's lightning-fast warrior, had stepped into the fire, but on this night, the fire belonged to Jesus Soto Karass. Berto sat on the stool, eyes glazed with frustration, sweat dripping, his chest heaving from exhaustion. His speed Karass had walked through hell, and in the end, it was his refusal to break that carved his name into history. As the decision echoed through the microphone, fans chanted Karass's name. For him, this wasn't just a win, it was validation, proof that he belonged among the toughest of the tough. For Berto, it was a cruel lesson that in boxing, talent alone cannot shield you from the storm. The camera zoomed in one last time. Two warriors, battered and bruised, but immortalized in a fight that would live on in highlight reels and memories. This was not just boxing, this was war. And Jesus Soto Karass left the ring not just as the winner, but as the man who broke through the storm and seized his destiny.